Alright, here in the northwest position we have TUXLife, the blue Protoss, with his worker split. And in the northeast position we have TUXPenguin, his brother, spawning as the purple Protoss, or Protoss Terran.
See, the
Terran
the
Protoss.
alliteration is just too enticing. So, TUXPenguin did not want to leave that other game. We forced him to, just so we could have like something else going on.
When you're not mining, you're done.
Or if you're not mining with an army, then you're like, sure, all right, something could happen here. If you're not mining and have the ability to produce workers, oh, interesting. Almost sent 3 workers to go build that depot, making sure it gets done. No good luck, have fun this game, though. I must say, no smiley faces.
The friendly banter is gone when it's down to the wire.
An important thing to remember for everybody watching and everyone ever playing StarCraft: no tears, only dreams, only good games. All right. So we have the okay. It's going to be going. Did he queue up the worker? No. So it's going to be 12 gate, extraordinarily standard.
12 gate, 12 racks.
Probably going to be seeing the same builds out of everybody.
I would imagine so. I don't know if we'll see another fast expand against.
For TUXLife?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because last time it was kind of a mind game, I think, rather than his plan. He was like, oh, the SCV left, I'll expand instead. He canceled.
Yeah,
I would like to see it as part of his standard play.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he competes in other tournaments, and if we are able to catch him next year.
Yeah.
Or just even if he competes in more weekly tournaments that we're a part of. If as his play improves, how he really decides to change his strategies up. As with TUXPenguin, he does have that one really solid versus Zerg build. See if he changes it up, gets some variety in his play, so his opponent doesn't go, oh, you're doing that.
Well, if DT's cost him the game last game, I bet it won't happen again. He's not going to let that mistake happen.
I would love to see a Raven just absolutely be like,
stick on with his
never
army.
again. It'd be hilarious though if TUXLife was able to win with more DTs or Void Rays or something. I actually, I don't remember which pros. It was Sase versus some Korean Terran, and he cannon rushed him and he won.
Really?
It took like 16 minutes, but he did it. Cannon rush into 4 gate. It was glorious. All right, command center coming down very early. Has yet to put down the bunker, but I do expect to see it very shortly. This is going to be saving this SCV. Probe actually stopping just in the grass outside of the Zelnaga tower, so will not be able to get that extra vision. As he does, he'll be like, oh god, I need to run away right now.
I'll take that vision.
So he has enough money, he could produce a stalker and put on a little bit of early pressure while getting that Nexus. All right.
I like that. I like seeing that Nexus early.
Both Tux players actually deciding that they're going to step up their game as the tournament goes on. I don't know whether that's practice or nerves going away or just the familiarity of playing someone you know.
Yeah, both fast expanding. I like it. Gearing up for the long game.
Alright, I still want to see more banter. Thinks about taking that base, deciding against it. Actually, currently supply blocked. Somewhat of an issue, actually. Yeah, really needs to be putting down the pylon at about between 22 to 24 food. Generally, that's your standard timing. Is going to be getting that second guy.
One good way to prevent getting supply capped this Terran is for every command center you have, take an SCV and make it, its job is only to build supply depots. And just look in the corner. When you see that number pop up, 1, 2, go build 2 more. And it will always work out perfectly.
Yep, I think it was Apollo's advice, where it was like, for every base you have, build a supply depot for it. General rules for Zerg are, if you're building roaches, you want angry overlords. however many you can afford. Works for Stefano. Alright, so we have our 3 gate. I'm just waiting. He actually does the same building placement too, so it's probably going to see a robotics facility here. Or here.
A bit more safer, at least.
Yeah, definitely. This might really speak to his experience about playing on the different maps. Again, with not as heavy of a probe chancer, a little bit more than you'd like to see. Alright, what's Terran up to? Well, he's going to go up to Medivacs and get a fast stim and a +1.
3 racks Medivacs.
Yep, it's a good build. It's standard, it's what I do every game. But no, okay, there's the engineering guy.
Yeah, there's the engineering guy.
Well, I'd like to really. I don't want like a turret. I want to have. I want him to be the most.
Hallucination.
Can you hallucinate DTs?
I don't know. Don't know.
Actually,
Yeah, you gotta wait for him to have it.
we'll be able to check though. Because if you sees the ripple.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
Oh, that's not fun. But he could.
I'm gonna go with no.
Yeah, probably. He might also just be because then you just hallucinate observers and it'll be too easy.
Yeah, but he could hallucinate some Colossus maybe, and then go with Templar.
That would actually be really cool.
There won't be, or the other way around would actually make more sense because then there wouldn't be Vikings.
Yeah. I understood what you were going for though. It works out well.
Either way works.
Yeah. Or he might just try to make a pretend large push.
Yeah.
This push actually right now.
I did like that in the other series.
Yeah, it was actually he had a lot of those really cool strategies. I can see how this could totally work.
We got Stimmin +1, half complete, or +1 just started for Penguin here.
Yep, going up to the 5 racks. Should be starting in Starport very soon. This is always terrible when you're a player. You're like, oh god, they're just waiting for me to do it. I know they are. Add-on's coming down, probably going to be lifting this off and having his nice building layout as he does every game.
That's half the nerves of the tournament. You know people are watching. Like, oh, if I screw up, everyone's going to see this.
Yeah, generally when a lot of players actually start streaming, they play a lot worse on stream because they're like, I need to win every game. Everyone must see how awesome I am.
Yeah.
Both players having generally reasonably similar economies. Terran is a little bit behind, but he does have a mule, so not too much of a concern. Double upgrades coming down for Protoss. Well, will be coming down. He has the double forge right now. Does have the missile turret, so he will not lose to DTs.
You want to get that +1 armor up as fast as possible against Terran as Protoss, because Marines fire really quickly, especially with Stim. You want to nullify every hit of that damage.
I was actually just about to say, now, for those fine viewers at home, why do you want to get that +1 armor? Actually, I've been seeing a lot of Terrans on ladder against Zerg getting a fast +1 armor as opposed to attack, and I just really don't think it's a good idea. Maybe it has something to do with trying to deal with fungals or banelings or something, but it's attack, man. You have a lot of Marines.
Yeah, really.
Alright, so there's our robotics support bay, or our robotics facility. No support bay just yet, up to 5 gateways. And here's the... Oh, it is a hallucinated Colossus attack.
I like it, but it's not being focused because there's a missile turret there. He knows
we see from the vision, he does see that it's not actually there. And the real units are now just...
deflected.
Yeah, there's only 4 of them
Great
left.
defense.
But also a cool attack, and if that missile turret isn't there, it's not going to be attacked.
See, he should have done this before last game because he's afraid of DTs.
Yep.
I gotta have that turret.
It looks like TUXLife is a fan of those illusion builds. I'm like, alright, DTs. A lot of hallucination coming out of it. It would be cool if he used it for scouting, something a little bit less... gets his, at least he sees that there's an SCV going to build a command center. And he did notice it, which is actually really cool to see.
It is a nice change to see creative use of the hallucinations. It's not really a common thing.
Yeah, I kind of feel like after this kind of a scan, you're just really feeling like your heart sinks. You're like, I really don't have a large army to deal with anything coming out right now. He could also be drops. There we go. That was really fortuitous. Alright, so there's a drop. Not pulling his workers just yet. Now noticing.
Does lose 2 SCVs though. Or probes.
Probes.
Pylons. Some decent damage done. He's
is
going
this
to actually depower those
pylon?
gateways.
Oh no, but we have a tasteless pylon over here, so this gateway is going to be just fine.
And actually, I don't like just bringing those stalkers in like that.
Oh, I think they have the speed. Yeah. Alright, did he build the Twilight Council or no? He's chrono boosting his 1-1, so that's nice. Oh, he does have a Twilight Council. No charge or blink just yet. Needs to repower this gateway as well as transfer his workers back. He's going to need to either attack soon or find a way to deal with his 3rd command center to nullify it or take a base of his own. But I think
he's going to land the factory there.
He's behind by about 10 food, I believe. I think that's about 88. I'm not actually sure. Our screen's a little bit cut off, so you guys at home are like, God, I can't believe we cannot see what number this is. Factory going to be unable to land, but the Terran army, if microed properly, would be able to take this out. He could also just really... He's good at abusing drops. I don't know why he's not dropping here and stimming in the front and dropping in the back, which he is. Yeah, there we go.
Multi-prong would be perfect, especially against someone whose APM might not be high enough to handle both of them.
Or even if you have the APM, you might not have the effective APM, or you might not have the mental ability to oh my god, I'm being attacked, and you just kind of panic and freeze.
But you will see some players, they'll just grab their whole army and send it to the first one, and then another attack happens, they just grab their whole army and send it to that new one.
And even if they're split and they deflect one, they might do some damage, and you're always going to get free things like free pylon. Your opponent's now supply blocked, charge is not done. This is fantastic positioning. Just Zealots have to run around the corner, but see, this lift was not necessary. He could have He is trying to maximize his free damage, but he is just in a position where he could have stemmed forward and attack. It's good to see that he's not over-dropping his opponent, but this drop's going to be coming back in as well at the same time. So now he's getting more of the multi-pronged stuff, taking down the Robo-Bait yet again.
They're actually going to meet up now.
Oh,
There's only Zealots left. You can just kite them forever.
Yep, but choosing to go, sticking with the free damage, trying to come in. Charge is now finished. Going to be trying to take out the Templar Archives. We'll be reloading that drop up. Third base is up, not yet operational. If we look at the workers tab, it is 54 to 45. Not bad indeed. Getting supply blocked, but
300 minerals.
Yep. Free supply drop money.
And Life Eater is now supply blocked from losing all those pylons in his main.
But continuing with his 2-2 upgrades, does have 1,500 minerals, so he'll be able to do that really, like, it won't hinder his unit production once he gets on supply blocked. A lot of medevacs. Base is now going. Terran is spending his money really well, macroing quite nicely. The drop from the main is now actually going to be going into the natural. The army is right here, and the probes are actually being pulled off instead of using the Zealots. It's really not going to go well.
And that's actually a really frustrating drop spot because of the lack of surface area.
Leaving the one Marine as you're going to... he probably thinks he's dropping on the high ground. Actually, so does his opponent. That's really unfortunate. And then everyone ran to the top, while there's still the one Marine here.
One Marine makes it out.
Yep, he's double his opponent's supply. If we look at the army value tab, which I believe is Control R. Nope, I'm sorry.
Just R.
Yep, 77 versus 30. It's not going to go well. All right, so he sees that there are some
problem
Zealots.
is just his production rounds. He's either missing them or doesn't have quite enough. He's floating a lot of minerals.
Yeah, but even if he had the 12 Zealots, it really wouldn't matter. Terran's microing here, but as everyone knows, that's not going to die to 12 Zealots.
No, definitely not.
It's rescanning to make sure that there's nothing sneaky coming up. And that's going to be GG. Oh, well, actually, hold on. That is the point where the game should end.
These guys like to rough it out. He's got nothing to like hold on to or build
6 more gateways, scanning again. Zealots coming down, and there's the GG TUXLife.
CV sticks around.
Yep. He's known for GGing and staying in games. Okay, there we go.
Right, there we go.
All right, TUXPenguin does take the loser back at finals, and he will be going to the grand finals up against Give.